everybody. Today we're going to make woolen Chelsea rolls. I like to do this when I have a sort of a plain colored background sort of material and I want to make some changes in it, but I don't want them to be too radical. So the first thing I do is break a half of a yard of wool up into 8 parts so that each part is 1/16 of a yard. Then I take it and twirl it around. Today I already have all my dyes prepared for expediency's sake. And if camera guy can just show us, these are the Cushing dyes that I used. Just leave it there for a minute, camera guy, so they can see I've got American Beauty green, bronze green, hunter green, mahogany blue, purple, and turquoise. And so now I'm going to show you how to make the actual little Chelsea roll, as I call it. Get your 1/16 out and get a hold of the short end and just kind of turn it a couple of times. Now you can see I'm putting these in sort of a large pan. When I put them in a large pan, it means that the dye goes more places than when I put it in a small pan. So I'm going to make one in the small pan so you can see. And sometimes if I want more of the background color to show, I'll put them in the small pan and make them tighter. Okay? So whatever effect you want to have. So with this one, more of the background wool will show. With this one, more of the dye color shows. So I just continue making my little Chelsea rolls until I fill my pan up, or until I use all 8, whichever comes first. And of course, if I do fill my pan up, I'll push them together because I want to do this all in one fell swoop. So you can see they make a little rose, sort of. Okay, I want to make sure they're loose enough so that my dye is going lots of places. And then I have my 8 dyes prepared over here. They're in approximately 1 cup of water, and I've dissolved them, and there's maybe probably 1/16 of citric acid in it and 1/16 of dye in every cup, 1/16 teaspoon. So I just take each color and pour it directly over one piece of wool. Now, if I'm really smart, I try to alternate warm and cool colors. And don't worry about all this stuff going everywhere, because that's sort of where the magic happens, when the colors blend with each other. And you notice too, I'm not patting it down or touching it or any of those fun things, because I want the colors to stay where they're put. I'm going to put that one over here. And the last one I have is purple. So in this case I had more cool colors than warm colors, but that's what I was going for, so it's nothing to worry about. So now you can see I've got all the colors on, and I'm going to put a little echo on here so you can sort of see what the colors are like. Whoop. Whew, camera guy. I have troubles with my elbows, they're always sticking out. So this allows you to see the colors of the dye that I put in there, and we'll just dye this too because it'll make a nice piece of wool for something. So that just gets popped in the oven at 350 degrees for about, it'll probably take half an hour or 40 minutes. Considering I'm using Cushing's, I'll up that to probably more like 50 or an hour, 50 minutes or an hour. So that's all that you have to do. I'm just going to dry my hands off. And I just pop that in the oven. So I'll show you the results after the video's done. Thanks. I meant to say, after the wool is done, I'll show you the results. Alright, thanks a lot. Hi everybody, I thought I'd just come back and show you. I've done this many times, and at another time I did it for a dye class, and I just wanted to show you what happened when I did it with violet. So here was the wool the color wool that I used, and here are the results. You can see they're very beautiful. And here's the echo I made to show you the dye colors I put over violet. It's a lot of fun to do. And I'll show you the results of this dye session shortly. Thank you. Hi, here we are back. I've got all of my pieces out of the oven. They're not dry yet, so they're going to lighten up just a little bit. Here was our original sample, and going from right to left, this is the American Beauty one, the purple one, the blue one, the turquoise, the green, the hunter green, bronze green, and the mahogany one. And here is the beautiful piece of wool that we made from just laying an echo over top. And you can see what a difference it would be to be able to use this as opposed to this in a background. You could just mix it all up. Okay, you just cut it up and mix it up. Now, I told you a lie in the last video, and I said that I used 1/16, but I didn't. I did not. I used 1/32. I thought about using a 16th, and I chose not to, and I forgot. And here's the evidence. There's my 1/32 dye spoon with dye still in it. So thank goodness for being an untidy dyer, so I could testify to my truth. I hope you'll try this. It's really a nice way to make sort of a flat wool kind of interesting. And of course, you don't have to. If you wanted to, you could keep all to similar colors and use different colors from different dye companies all in the same dye bath. It doesn't matter really what you do, and you don't need to make recipes. You can just use dye straight out of the jar. Happy dyeing!